The Treasure Trail project, it's all about sustainable tourism and getting people out discovering local areas on their doorstep.
The idea is to create an activity by and for children to explore their local neighbourhood. So we've worked with a couple of schools in both Sabden and Barrowford, spending time outside with the children, finding things they never knew were there before, little date stones or war memorials or clues in the environment.
The actual Treasure Trail leaflet has about 10 clues within them that the children created.
It encourages you to look up and look down and look around rather than just kind of walk straight through a neighbourhood, and to understand a bit more about the history and the culture of where they live.
People have become proud of their town a little bit more and found out things that they then want to share with other local families to get involved in the treasure trails.
So we've been working with Danielle, the archaeologist from UCLan, and we've been finding out what an archaeologist is in 2019. So we've met lots of people from the community through different workshops and activities.
It's not just about caring about the past as well, it's about seeing how you fit into the timeline of the landscape and making sure that you look after it for future generations as well.
We was trying to give a beginner's guide to archaeology and introduce members of the community to archaeology around Pendle.
We were really successful this summer in bringing in a lot of people from communities that might not ordinarily be interested.
We've been learning about the history of the area and the heritage that's formed around it and how anybody can be an archaeologist.
I really hope that some of the participants that came to the events over the summer have lit a tiny little flame, and that it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're more and more inspired by their own heritage, history, the area, but not just about the people, but about the landscape itself.
We had an idea a long time ago that we wanted to have a mobile hut that we could take the hill to the people.
We commissioned an artist architect, Nick Wood of How About Studios, to kind of create one for the Pendle Hill project. And out of that we've got this amazing space that's been inspired by the landscape.
We're trying to encourage more people to experience the landscape, but this might be a step for some people to kind of find out about it before they go there. It's made from this sort of smoked cork, and that makes it light, but it also makes it weatherproof. It gives it the colour and texture of the hill, and the shape of it too kind of reflects the shape of the hill.
It's just great that we've got this mobile presence that is now developing its own profile within the area.
The hut could be used as an information base. It could be used as a brew hut when we've got the volunteers out. It could be used by an artist to actually create in, or it could be used as an exhibition space.
As part of Pendle Radicals, we've been exploring the vibrant visual culture of protest, and that led us to this exhibition. And it's a kind of kaleidoscopic view of 100 years of social history.
Lancashire is full of textiles mills, so it's the heritage of this place. So to bring all these different banners together to celebrate that in Briarfield Mill, it feels at home in this space.
It's like a cathedral inside with a forest of steel pillars, and we've been able to populate it with our 230 banners. We've had a weekend of activity to support the exhibition. We've had a drop-in workshop all day today.
We're going to be expressing our own feelings about the community and stuff. For example, people wrote pride and curiosity. It's just a really amazing project to talk about how we feel about the community.
We had wonderful talks by a couple of the leading banner makers in the country. We've had a celebration event for the exhibition with a guest choir from Leeds.
We carried our banner with us, and the idea of arriving in the rain into the mill, it feels really good to have walked and to be part of that walking, kind of living, breathing history.
Fantastic day today, loads of banner makers here who are all really moved by the exhibition, as we were once we actually got them up.
It's really nice to see such a wide range of contemporary banners and old banners, but in this old historic sort of setting.
They made me feel like these are actual things that are going on in the world and important things that have happened during the past and everything.
It was really awe-inspiring and quite moving actually, more moving than I imagined it could be.
What's Hillworth is a research project that we're doing at the moment, which is about measuring people's health and well-being. We've created a new concept and we're renaming the seasons. We're not having 4 anymore, we're having 72. The seasons in the natural world change every 4 to 5 days, and we think that people who notice that more are actually more connected to nature, and we can measure that. But the long-term goal is that everybody feels healthier and happier.
The other strand is being led by Natural Capital Solutions, and they're working with 3 farmers on Pendle Hill, looking at what natural assets they've got on their farms. We want to be able to show what's special about Pendle Hill, and particularly farming in an upland environment is really difficult to make money. And so looking at how these new subsidies around public goods might help our farmers to survive better in the future.
So I've been delivering Little Saplings, which is an outdoor toddler group for under 5s, on Wednesdays at different places such as Springwood in Worley and at Victoria Park in Nelson. We've also been going out to local toddler groups to get more little ones involved, teaching families basically how to do mini beast hunting, looking for local wildlife and actually exploring the outdoors. It's a very relaxed atmosphere, and it's just all about engaging families in the outdoors and actually just upskilling some parents and what activities that they can do back in their own wild space at home.